vacation creates a ton of problems for leaders and coaches. Anytime you get into vacations, and that starts at the beginning of summer usually, because that's the busiest time, graduation time, kids getting out of school time, that actually when it's the most heightened. And if they haven't taken vacations when they should have in the middle of winter and stuff like that, it feels very needed. But this is very important when you're leading others, coaching others. I can tell you a vacation adds more stress than it takes away. And let me explain to you why. There's the week leading up to it where they're just busy trying to get everything done, both in preparation for their vacation and in their job, right? So there's tons of stress right there. And then there's twice as much stress when they come back from vacation because they've been on vacation where they totally unplug. And then they have this abrupt shift. It's like throwing a goldfish straight into cold water. Like it can shock them to death. So I've seen a lot of the worst decisions made in people's careers based on the week coming back from a vacation. It can be totally destructive because A, you have twice as much, 3 times as much work build up. All the people that work for them or they're responsible to, they hate because they didn't do as much as they should have in their absence. And when they come back, guess what? All the blame is on work. They just hate their job. I've seen so many quit work the week leading up and the week after. So what do? They blame the job when most of the anxiety and extra work has actually been around the 1 week vacation that ended up eating up 3 to 4 weeks of their mentality, prepping for it and coming back. And that's where all the stress comes from. Yes, they get that 1 week that they unplug. And I'm not saying people shouldn't take vacations. That's not what I'm saying, because that 1 week of unplugging is very valuable. But they also have to be mentally aware of what happens to their behavior the week before and the week after. So the best thing we can do is, as a leader, as a coach, as a coworker, is to actually make them aware of this fact. Otherwise, people will blame the job. They will blame the job. The one thing that has been constant that didn't cause this. So self-awareness is the key here. That's why all therapy in the world is based around just talking about it, because then you become self-aware. So it's very important that when people in our stead are going on vacation, to let them know ahead of time, this is what happens. They start to resent work so much more. I've seen more career changes happen. I've seen people get fired because of it. I've seen so many knee-jerk, I can't take the pressure, it's too much. And really the source of it's the actual vacation or other busy times. You see it left and right. So it's very important we make our people aware of that. And just talking about it does half the problem. And when they come back, remake them aware of it. Because they come back and it's gaslight time, yell at everybody, nothing gets done when I'm gone. We have a course on this, Success Mindset, that actually talks about this, because we got to keep emotions in between the lines. It's very crucial. We, as leaders, we have to be stable people. We can't be up and down, or we need a new leader. Right? If we're up and down, writing that outside the lines, big highs, big lows, that's not good leadership. They're looking for us for stability. And most importantly, try to instill some stability in them. If we can always calm people down, that's true with our clients. That's true with anyone that relies on us. If you're the unstable one, you will not be the relied upon person. You can have rights or responsibilities, but you do not get to have both. That's really important. So if you want the increased responsibility that leadership comes with, that being a successful real estate agent comes with, you got to keep your clients calm. If you're just firing them up all the time, those are the worst transactions. Those are the worst experiences. You're that person that incites a riot. So it's very important that we keep that contained with our people in a big way. And then you will be a leader and you'll be someone that has increased responsibilities because you gave up your right to let your emotions run amok. So very important we do that and be aware of it and see it with our people as they go on vacations and make them aware, because they'll start to blame the job if they don't. They'll blame the role and they'll make terrible career choices because of it. And it literally, that going away on a vacation day when they leave, that's one of the worst days. And it's usually because they're scrambling to get ready for their trip. And then they're all stressed out and they get on their plane and they're like, man, I really needed this. But it was all the trip that made them need it. The job hasn't changed. The role hasn't changed. Then they come back to work and they're reminded how much they hate work because they went on the biggest about face on the planet, laying on a beach, just vacationing, to boom, right back in the same old. And oh, yeah, by the way, my inbox 10 times longer than it's ever been because I've been out of the office. So it's very important we make them aware they're going to go through this roller coaster and afterwards remind them they're going through it. So it's front end, back end conversations. If you just do it on the back end, now you're just throwing gasoline on the fire. They're like, oh, you're just saying it's not my fault, it's my vacation's fault. You know, that's a real bad place to be. But if you prep them for it and then they behave outside the lines, then it's, oh, okay, now we can have the talk about this because I told you, and here you are. And it just calms them right down to realize, okay, the way I'm behaving is normal. The way I'm behaving is normal. This is how I act. Everybody acts this way. So much we have videos on it. So much he told me ahead of time. And once you normalize with them and let them know it's normal, they actually will settle in.